Hello viewers, welcome back to my another video. Concetta Rosa Maria Francanero, born December 12, 1937, known professionally as Connie Francis, is an American pop singer, actress, and top-charting female vocalist of the late 1950s and early 1960s. Called the First Lady of Rock and Roll in one headline of a marginal publication, she is estimated to have sold more than 100 million records worldwide. In 1960, Francis was recognized as the most successful female artist in Germany, Japan, the United Kingdom, Italy, and Australia, and in every other country where records were purchased. She was the first woman in history to reach No. 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, just one of her other 53 career hits. Connie Francis still loves Bobby Darin, despite Dad breaking up their relationship and suicide attempt. She's glam at 85 and having a good time. With many ups and downs, legendary musician Connie Francis still appears glamorous at age 85. The singer of Who's Sorry Now? Connie also described the current kind of life she leads. Connie Francis, the singer of Stupid Cupid, resurfaced in fresh social media images in May 2023, shocking her fans with her youthful beauty. The iconic singer released a lot of failed songs in the early and mid-1950s, despite being named the top female vocalist in America in 1958. After she released Who's Sorry Now?, a song her father, George Francanero, Sr., badgered her to record, she had success. She achieved unheard-of stardom after the song reached the top of the charts. Early in the 1960s, Francis continued to have success with songs like Everybody's Somebody's Fool and Lipstick on Your Collar, with MGM including the singer in Where the Boys Are, where she also provided the theme song. Hollywood was looking to capitalize on her popularity. The actress then admitted that she was uncomfortable acting and felt like she didn't belong. Francis first met the man she referred to as her life's love in 1956, a number of years earlier. A struggling songwriter named Bobby Darin visited Francis' office to offer her a tune while he was working on jingles for a furniture business in New Jersey. Francis wasn't impressed when he played the tune, so he made some adjustments. Darin was upset and stormed off in a fury after saying that they couldn't cooperate. Yet, when he returned after making the changes Francis recommended, they initially loathed one another but gradually fell in love. The singer and Darin exchanged words about their aspirations for Hollywood. He was the most fascinating human being she had ever encountered, according to her, and he was wonderful. She had never seen somebody as driven as Darin. He made the decision that by the age of 25, when physicians said he would pass away from a cardiac condition that had afflicted him for the most of his life, he would be a legend. Regrettably, despite their evident chemistry, Francis' father forbade their relationship, therefore their union never materialized. Darin is said to have been ejected from the singer's rehearsal and her life by Francanero Sr., the tyrannical father who oversaw his daughter's professional life. He burst into his daughter's dressing room and chased Darin out with a revolver after learning of the couple's intentions to elope. Francis claimed that her father was hostile to Darin because he disliked him. Francis' father was determined to see her succeed, but occasionally this commitment worked against her. She never had to worry about being a woman in show business due to her father's protection, but he was also very traditional. In high school, his daughter was prohibited from dating and barred from going to the prom. Francis decided to avoid Darin after her father chased him away because of fear that her father might retaliate against him. They did, however, converse via letters, which was ineffective. The couple found it harder and harder to communicate through letters as time went on. They split up because of her father's distaste for her lover, but they both went on. Darin wed Sandra Dee in 1960. They had a son named Dodd in 1962. A year later, they split up but got back together before getting divorced in 1966. Francis, on the other hand, married 4 times, the first time being on August 15, 1964, when she wed Dick Canellis. Before the famous person's brief union with Izzy Marion, they split on November 15, 1964, leaving no children behind. After being hitched on January 16, 1971, the couple split on February 14, 1972, leaving no kids behind. Joseph Garzilli was the singer's third husband, whom she wed on September 16, 1973. Francis was devastated to learn that Darren had died from a heart condition that year. She acknowledged, "I have never felt the same about anyone the way I do about Bobby even now." Francis clung to his memories and thought back on his charisma, intelligence, and talent. Furthermore, she recalled his sense of humor. Nonetheless, the singer carried on with her life and gave birth to Joseph Garzilli Jr., the star's lone child, before divorcing on October 1, 1978. The singer wed her last spouse, Bob Parkinson, on June 27, 1985. Their union ended without children and with divorce on March 31, 1986. Francis suffered additional setbacks, including abuse in addition to losing the man she truly loved. After losing a loved one, she attempted suicide as well, but she was able to recover and move on with her life. What motivated Connie to end her own life? Francis was sleeping in her hotel room in 1974 when a man barged in and forced himself on her while holding a knife. She was so disturbed by the event that she had to stop working and live alone for 7 years. Fortunately, her savior was family, close friends, and faith in God. But the singer lost her younger brother, George Francanero Jr., who was 40 at the time, at the beginning of the 1980s. The actress claimed that because she didn't learn about George Jr.'s involvement with the mafia until it was too late, she couldn't accept his murder. Francis was driven insane by witnessing his mother's everyday suffering caused by the loss of her only son. She then attempted suicide by taking sleeping tablets. The vocalist of Wishing It Was You spent a number of times in mental hospitals, but with the support of her family and counseling, she was able to recover. She also had obligations, and since she was taking care of 3 families, her own parents, her son, and George Jr.'s wife and 2 kids, she had to go back to work. Francis resumed his travels. She first published Who's Sorry Now? In 1984, and Among My Souvenirs. The True Story was published in 2017. She now leads a full life and has also become a supporter of victims' rights and the destigmatization of mental illness. What kind of life has Connie now? Francis admitted that she missed the thrill of traveling in March 2022 when she was residing in Florida. The singer did acknowledge that she was enjoying her life and her pals now that she had more time to pursue her interests. Connie Francis' house was fortunate not to have suffered damage from Hurricane Irma. She has recently been giving fans a behind-the-scenes look into her life by chronicling her story. The musician shared a photo of herself on Facebook on April 19, 2023, while attending Johanna Clausen's 65th birthday celebration in West Palm Beach. She was seen holding a white coat and purse while posing in a green gown. She returned on May 13, 2023, with further pictures of herself at the Wick Theater for a show. This time, while sporting a gray top and skirt, she grinned for a close-up photograph. Her admirers lavished her with adulation. One of them wrote, "You always have such a beautiful face, Connie Francis." The singer was described as very glam by another person. The celebrity was dubbed a fashionista for how she appeared by one individual, who also believed she was more than lovely at 85. Francis has been living a very carefree life for the previous few years, but on Valentine's Day in 2022, she published a Facebook photo of herself with the man she had been dating for 18 years. Sadly, 3 weeks before the holiday, Tony Ferretti passed away, making it a bittersweet one for the musician. The mother of one disclosed that the photo she used to celebrate Ferretti for Valentine's Day was taken on Christmas Day in 2016. This revelation was made in January 2022. Francis shared how she was having a good time, looking well, wearing lipstick, and hanging out with other celebrities like Frankie D'Amelio the day after Christmas in 2019. The singer uploaded a Labor Day post in September 2022 and explained that the pictures were from their trip to the Cheesecake Factory the day before. Francis currently has many reasons to rejoice. Even while some suffered significant losses, she was fortunate enough that Hurricane Irma had little impact on her house. At the age of 80, she also announced her retirement from the stage by hanging up her singing boots. The singer explained that she no longer wanted to perform live shows since she couldn't sing as well as she used to and didn't want to let her devoted fans down. Call 1-800-273-8255 to reach the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. You can find more foreign suicide hotlines at befrienders.org. Thanks for watching my video.